I'm wondering if I should stand or sit. But oh well, I think I'll sit. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up, peeps? How are you? Okay, welcome. This is a messed up girl. That is the Lord. Yes, so today I'm filming in school, so do not be worried by all this yet. Anywho, I'm so happy. Okay, let me move the camera, please. I'm so happy to be back. Hi, thank God. Sorry about last week. So last week we had missions week in school. It's called the plug. Because we are plugging in to Jesus. But anywho, so it was an amazing week, guys. I had, and also new developments. Yes, I feel like I look a bit brighter now. Anyway, so I thank Jesus for the new week that we have to see. And sorry if the background noises. It's raining. You know those rains for sleep. If I was at home, anywho. Hey, I'm saying anywho so many times. Anywho. So last week, as we had one-on-ones, we had movie night, we had a worship experience, we had Bible study, we had games and all that. And I think one of the amazing lessons I learned was the amount of love that God has for people and the grace that He just pours on us like every day. And I remember, okay, so on my Instagram, I will put it again there, but I posted about grace. And last week, it was last week, yeah, it was still last week, I was very angry at myself for doing something that I had thought I'd never do again. And it was, I was so angry, honestly. I was just like, Melanie, really, after all that, you're back here again. And I remember now reading 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, sorry, the verse where it talks about the grace of God being sufficient and all that. And the first verses, it's talking about, Paul now is saying how that lest he be, I'm paraphrasing of course, lest he be prideful of the achievements and the outpour of revelations, God gave, I'm not shocked at myself. So anyway, God gave him a thorn in the flesh, a messenger of Satan. Like, yo, yeah, like literally, I feel Paul with saying messenger of Satan, because this is, you know, and he pleaded with God thrice. But what did God say? God didn't say, yeah, it's okay, you've tried so hard, let me remove the thorn, you know, in your flesh, let me soothe your pain, no, God was like, my grace is sufficient for you, and in your weakness is where my strength thrives, you know. I'm just like, for real, God, as in, I think for us, we want like chap solutions to our problems, and we end up forgetting what the real deal is, okay? And so when God reminds Paul of what the bigger picture is, which is His grace for him, because if Paul didn't go through that, we wouldn't know how to handle such situations, okay? And so when God reminds Paul of his grace. What does Paul say? So I will boast in my weaknesses. I will boast in my infirmities. I'll boast in my, all those things, because then I have the power of God in me. And so I'd like to just say that, guys, it's probably not gonna get out, at least not now. But you being in that process of just going through so many hardships, remember that His grace is sufficient. It's so hard to understand that when you are deep in the pit. But that mustard seed of you believing that I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna survive because His grace is sufficient for me. And there's something I have to say about that. So there's a promise God gave to me through this year, and it's been so hard to believe. Still is. No, not believe, but rather trust, in His promises. I keep telling myself, the Bible says His promises are yea and amen. All your promises are yea. What's your song? All your promises are yea and amen. You're not a man, you never lie. Anyway, so I keep telling myself that, but I keep again trusting God, even after I've trusted Him again. And I one day tell you guys about it, honestly. I will tell you. It's a funny one, and once it comes to pass, which I believe it will, hard to trust, but I'm believing for it. So when it comes to me, I'll tell you guys about it, then I'm sure you'll be like, even me, I think I'll roll my eyes at myself. But there's a promise God made to me, and where I am currently is a position of not seeing anything, any result, any hope, it's nothing. It's just me and the word, me clinging on that one word. And I think it's funny how God just, God is funny, He's dramatic, and He'll place you in that level to see, will you still believe me? Because once it comes to pass, there's something, I don't know if it's a quote or a saying, but I saw somewhere, when it's not God's timing, you can't force it, and when it's God's timing, you can't stop it. So in my head, I'm just thinking, well, probably I've been trying to force issues to happen so that happens, so that I'm like, I knew I would strive and it would come to pass. Probably I'll take the glory, maybe that's, it's not from it right now. Probably that's why it's not the time yet. And I have to learn to live without that promise, or rather that item of promise. That item of promise, so that once it comes, I don't take it for granted. Hey, you guys, by the way, these things are just coming right now. I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, probably I take the glory for myself, and probably I'll take it for granted. So in this time of waiting for that to come to pass, even if now for you guys, if you are in a season of waiting, we are with you, by the way, so don't think that now we are in a better place. We're here holding on, but I like to remind you that yes, when it's God's timing, you can't stop it. So holding on is very important, so that you find hope, in the little things that happen, the reassurances. Because I've been listening to Mike Todd, and the whole I'm now in part 16, of Crazy Faith, and I would highly recommend that you watch the whole series. But it's God just reassuring us more and more of the faith that we have. Because I was telling guys how I believe we're in a season of reaping. We're like at the end of the year, and now we are reaping whatever we've been working for, whatever you know, yeah, whatever we've been working for, because it's been a long year, guys. I believe it's been a long year. I started this YouTube channel this year, 2 months ago, actually. I'm just like, I'm so grateful, you know, that God has given me an opportunity to just share my life with you guys. And with that, I think I'll end the video here. I've been talking so randomly. You know, I had come with a plan, but now it's been so random. Which, okay, I've gotten some new revelations, you know, which is amazing. So, thank you for joining me. See you next week, God willing. Thank you for watching. If you feel like it has, you learned something, share it out. You can like, you can subscribe if you want. And yes, thank you.